this High-Mech service to the West Somerset Railway Diesel Festival 2023. Now there's an awful lot to showcase here, so this video might be a bit lengthy. However, one thing that I can tell you is that I'm inside a High-Mech, and it's broken. Yeah, as I poorly stated in that really rubbish intro, it's been 1 year on since I was last here only seeing diesels. That's right, it is the 2023 Diesel Festival, or at least that's what they've decided to call it. Lots and lots of heritage railways this year, including the Severn Valley Railway, have called it a festival, which is quite interesting. However, that doesn't mean that I can't go and ride them all day long. Here I am on the first train going out of Bishop's Lydeard Station. This is the 0800 going all the way to Minehead. We're only going as far as Washington. This particular train is a Class 33 Crompton D6566. now arriving into Crocombe Heathwood Station, which during the middle of the day can be used as a passing point between trains. However, because this is the first train of the day, this is the only train calling here at this time. Apart from being a passing point, this station is quite famous as it's been used in quite a lot of old films because it's the perfect representation of a classic GWR station with the classic signs and cream colours.
passing through Stiganda station. This station is only small, so some services on this very, very frequent timetable skip through the station, for example Stiganda. However, if you do fancy getting off here, you need to be on a train that stops here. If you do make it to this station, it's very nice. It
has a model in a small waiting room located on the platform with a small representation of how the station used to be before it was all closed down and demolished and all of that nonsense happened. You may be wondering why we're stopped just after Stigumber Station in the middle of the lovely Quantock Hills. Well, it's because you'll never guess. No, there were sheep on the line. If this was Network Rail, they'd be talking to their managers going, what the hell are we going to do? But because it's an independent and small heritage railway, the train just kept moving. I don't blame them, to be honest. Anyway, continuing about Stigumber, as well as a small representation in the small waiting room, there is also a small coffee garden where they do hot and light refreshments. Here we are going over the level crossing into Willerton Station, which is usually used as a passing point throughout the day. However, once again, because this is the first train of the day, there are no other trains we have to pass until we get to Blue Anchor. Willerton Station is once again a very nice station, painted in the cream colours. As well as this, it has proper good old-fashioned signs. As well as this, there's a small cafe and picnic area. As well as this, it is also home to the DEPG depot, which is basically the West Somerset Railway's word for we keep all our depots in tip-top condition by using all the people that are part of this. There are quite a few people that like diesels, it turns out, so the West Somerset Railway have formed together a small group called the DEPG, and their main base is at Willerton. So is their main depot, which means that on diesel gala days, such as today, the DEPG depot is open, and there are a few little stalls such as bookshops and model railway shops. As well as this, D7018 cab is open. As well as this, the Western class, Western Campaigner diesel cab is also open. As well as this, D7017, the sister of D7018, another high-mech cab, was also open. However, later on in the day, we'll see that they have soon fixed D7017 since its breakdown on Thursday night. Just because this is England's longest heritage railway doesn't mean they can't have a small heritage request stop. Well, it does have a small heritage request stop. However, there is a small holiday camp just down the road from Doniford Holt at St Aubrey's Bay, because the whole reason why the station is here. It wasn't original to the line when it was built, nor was it there when the line closed in the 1960s. In the 1970s, the West Somerset Railway was born, and this was one of the first heritage railways to open. It's been a heritage railway ever since, and has had many diesel and steam locomotives go on their tracks. As you'll see later on in the various videos that I have produced, we managed to get a Deltic to stop at Doniford Holt, which is quite interesting and quite hilarious if you think about it, because Deltics are big, strong, and frankly heavy and dangerous locomotives. They were often used on big express services out of London and the northern cities. However, today it was operating on a small branch line for some weird reason. I wouldn't know why that is, would I? No, definitely not because there's a small little diesel gala going on. Also, I request down a small little shunter which is on one of the trains heading back towards Minehead. Once again, if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned after you see the Deltic pull away from Doniford Holt. Talking of pulling away, here we are at Watchet railway station. You better watch it, sonny. Yeah, there's a lot of gags to be made at this station. Watchet itself is a small harbour town located quite close to Minehead and not too far away from Minehead. What's very weird is that the road linking Watchet and Blue Anchor Bay has some cliffs, or the road is built on a cliff, and the cliff has collapsed and they can't be bothered to rebuild the road. Luckily, the train goes along sort of the same route. However, it goes to Watchford before heading to Blue Anchor, which is our next stop. walking into Washford train station, which until a couple of months ago wasn't actually operated or owned by the West Somerset Railway. It was actually operated and owned by the Somerset and Dorset Heritage Trust, which operate the small section of Heritage Line in Midsummer Norton, which is located near Radstock and Well. Here we can see the Class 33 Crompton D6566 departing Washford on its service to Minehead. So I am now at Washford, as I have probably explained in my voiceover and in my terrible intro. That was rubbish, but there. I'm gonna be travelling up and down the line today, just seeing what is around. And my challenge, I've planned it all out and everything, is to try and travel on every diesel train that is running. The only thing is, one of the Hymex isn't running, and one of them broke down on Thursday, which means both the Hymex are now not running, which means I may travel on trains like 3-4 times as they cover other locomotive surfaces. But there, I've already been spotted by one person. No clue who his name was. He was going to talk to me, but he got off at Watch It, so... But if you're watching, hello, this is me at Washford. I've got about 10 minutes before the train. It's currently about 9 o'clock. I must admit, it was a bit warmer at Lydiard at 8 o'clock this morning. Hour on, it feels like it's got colder, but it's starting to warm up. So I've just got some facts for you from memory, basically because I've got a leaflet here, and it's about the entire railway, not just the guy. But they've got a Deltic running, and from memory off online, there'll be no less than 80 miles haulage of Deltic, so there'll be at least 80 miles of Deltic haulage a day, possibly more, especially today, because there's a few more services. I know there's over 10 locomotives. There's 3 Class 33, which is quite interesting. You've got the Deltic, the 2 Hymex, which are now no longer running. In my leaflet, it says the Class 33 Cromptons are faithful, and the Class 35 Hymex are impressive. They're somewhat impressive when they don't break down. But yeah, it broke down yesterday. But yeah, you can tell Washford's right on the main road, because you've got all the lorries and stuff. The bus, we might see a bus, basically because of the bus goes through here and everything. But my train should be arriving in a couple of minutes to take me to, well, I don't exactly know. But here's a couple of facts for you. I've seemed to be getting a cold on this trip, so this isn't too good. But yeah, it's starting to get a bit chilly here. But so yeah, this is Washford Station itself. It's fairly nice. There's a few other things and bits and bobs, but I know it used to be managed by the Somerset and Dorset, which are based up in Midsummer Norton, but West Somerset have now got it back, and it seems to be a bit quiet here, but yeah, it's quite a nice station actually, nice rural feel. But yeah, my next train, which is the Deltic itself, if I manage to speak to the guard, hopefully we will get off and request at Doniphan Hall, which is something I've always wanted to do, as, you know, I didn't get to do it on the Swanage Railway at, whatever the request stop is called there, I've forgotten. But, yeah, I suppose we better wait for the Delsik.